Now today, let's start with chapter number first, reproduction in plants. In this chapter, I will tell you about reproduction in plants. What is reproduction? First, reproduction is the process in which we reproduce same kind. The same kind of plants जब हम reproduce करते हैं, that is known as reproduction. Reproduction, it is the process of producing more of its own kind, just like animal plants also reproduce to produce more of their kind on the type of. Because like we produce different kinds, like animals, human beings, they produce the offspring of the same kind, like plants also reproduce. But they reproduce by seeds, by plant parts, and by. Now, reproduction by seeds. How plants reproduce with the help of seeds. Most of the plants bear flower. Once the flower bloom, they turn brown. You may see that. जैसे ही flower bloom करते हैं, they turn brown and change into. They have seed inside them. And new plants arise from these seeds. And from that seed, new plants arise. Next is parts of flower. We have different parts of flower. We have stigma, stipules, pistils. These are the different. We have male reproductive part also and female reproductive. Now, what are the different parts of flower? The flower has four important parts. Sepals, that is green leafy layer. These are your sepals that are known as green leafy layers. What they do, their work is to protect the flower at the birth stage. The flower bud wali stage होता है, what they do, they protect the plants. And for these, this is your sepal. Now, secondly, we have petals. What are petals? Petals, they are bright color. This is your petals. And what are they? They are bright colored part. And जिनकी smell होती है वो बहुत ज़्यादा sweet होती है, जो insects वगैरह को क्या करती है, attract करती है. Thirdly, we have stamens. When anther and filaments, they are entirely called आपका stamens. Stamens, they are the male part of the flower. Stamens को क्या कहा जाता है? They are the male part of flower और they are made up of. किसके बने? Anther के और filament. An anther contains, तो anther है उसके अंदर क्या होता है? An anther contains yellow powder called pollen grains. And इसमें क्या होती है? Yellow powder जिसमें pollen grains होते हैं वो present होते हैं. Fourthly, we have carpel. Which is known as pistil also, and pistil is the female part. और वहाँ पे जो टॉप पे क्या होता है, थोड़ा स्टिगी होता है. स्टिकी होने की वजह से उसको क्या कहा जाता है? स्टिग्मा. तो दिस इज स्टिग्मा. और एक जो लॉन्ग ट्यूब होती है, दिस इज स्टिग्मा एंड दिस इज स्टाइल. इट इज नोन एज स्टाइल. एंड देयर इज एन ओवरी. दिस इज ओवरी. और ये जो व्हाइट वाला पार्ट होता है इसको क्या कहा जाता है? ओव्यूल. इट कंटेन्स ओव्यूल. These are the different parts of flower that we have studied. We have four main parts. Hope you understood. I have told you about the male reproductive part and female. Next is pollination. Pollination is the process of flower reproduction. How flower reproduce? Flower reproduced by the process of pollination. Anther reproduce pollen grains, which are the male part. Anther, what they produce pollen grains, and this is the male part of the flower. Ovary produce female cells called ovules, and the transfer of pollen grains from male part to female part is known as pollination. जब हम transfer करते हैं pollen grains का from male part to female part, that is known as pollination. And pollination is where it takes place. It takes place within the same flower or different flower. वो एक flower में भी हो सकता है, the same flower हो या different flower. In any flower it can be done, whether it is same or whether it is different. Now, after pollination, male and female cells unite to form a zygote, and which develops into seed. और जो zygote होता है वो किस में develop हो जाता है? It goes develop into seed. And the fusion of the male and female gamete, this is known as fertilization. And ovary which finally develop fruits, and the ovule finally forms seeds. What ovule forms? They form seeds. Now, next is in pollination, जो female और male cells होते हैं, what they unite, and what they form zygote. And that develops into a seed. And the fusion of male and female gamete is called fertilization. And ovary will finally develop fruit, and the ovule, what they will form seeds. Now, if pollination is done with the same flower, if the pollination, it is done within the same flower, it is known as cross-pollination. If pollination is carried with another flower, अगर सेम फ्लावर होते इट्स नोन एज सेल्फ पॉलिनेशन. देयर इज अ डिफरेंट फ्लावर दैट इट इज नोन एज क्रॉस पॉलिनेशन. Wind, water, and insects are some agents. There are some agents that helps in the cross pollination. They are water, wind, and your insect. A plant produces large number of seeds because all seeds do not go into new plant. There are many reasons that all seeds do not grow into a new plant. What are that reason? I will tell you. Like they are unhealthy. Maybe the seeds are not healthy. They are unhealthy. They get destroyed by unfavorable weather condition. अनफेवरेबल वेदर कंडीशन की वजह से बहुत बार क्या होता है हमारी जो सीड्स होती है वो खराब हो जाती है एंड ड्यू टू मे बी बर्ड्स एनिमल्स और इंसेक्ट्स हैव ईटन अप एंड दे डू गेट फेवरेबल कंडीशन टू जर्मिनेट. जब उन्हें एक फेवरेबल कंडीशन जर्मिनेशन के लिए जो एक फेवरेबल कंडीशन चाहिए वो नहीं मिलती, देन ऑल्सो व्हाट हैपन्स, दे गेट destroyed. Now our next topic is structure of a seed. Now I will tell you about the structure of seed. This is the structure of seed. And this yellow part, the brown part, it is known as seed coat. It's the outer covering of the seed. This is a seed coat, which is the outer covering of the seed. And this yellow part is known as cotyledon, and the green part. And the cotyledon hai, they are seed leaves, which are very thick and fleshy. And this is your embryo, the baby जो plant होता है present होता है between the cotyledon. दोनों cotyledons के बीच में. And what it's developed into? It's developed into a new plant. Now seed coat, it is a hard outer covering and its work is to protect the seed. Your seed coat, it is the hard outer covering and what it's do, it's protect your seeds. Next is cotyledon or seed leaves. These are thick fleshy part which store food for baby plant. Embryo और baby plant जो आपके कहाँ present होते हैं? Between the cotyledon and it develops into one new plant. और ये किसमें develop हो जाते हैं? New plant. Now germination, what is germination? It is the process of conversion of seed into seedling. It is known as germination. Process of conversion of seed into seedling under favorable conditions of air, water and sun. And seed coat, what it's do? It softens in absorbing water. A small root or radical grow downwards after emerging from the seed. एक root होती है, एक radical जो होती है वो grow करती है नीचे की तरफ, downward की तरफ. And then a small shorter plume grows upward from the leaves and appear on the shoot and they start preparing food by the photosynthesis. और वो किस process से खाना बनाना start करते हैं? By the process of photosynthesis. And the cotyledon is drier and then fall off the plant. वो plant से टूट के गिर जाता. Next is vegetative reproduction. Some plants reproduce through their body parts and not through seeds. And this is known as vegetative reproduction. Now there are some plants that reproduce by roots. Like if we cut top position, you may take root of sweet potato, carrot, radish, whatever you want to take. And what you will do, you will cut the top position. And then you will plant it in the ground and we shall observe that new plant will grow from it. और आप कुछ टाइम बाद ये ऑब्जर्व करोगे कि नया प्लांट उससे क्या कर जाता है, ग्रो कर जाता है. Now stem, by stem you may take the stem of onion, potato, ginger. What are these? These are underground stem. You will cut their stem and grow into a new plant. और वो किसमें ग्रो हो जाएगा? न्यू प्लांट. Like you may see, you have seen potato. Potato have eyes on it. वहाँ पे eyes होती है and piece of vegetation with that eye can grow into a न्यू प्लांट. और वो आई जो होती है ना उससे ही न्यू प्लांट क्या कर जाता है? ग्रो कर. नेक्स्ट इज बाय लीव्स. ब्रायोफाइलम एंड बेगोनिया, दे हैव स्मॉल बर्ड्स ऑन द मार्जिन ऑफ द लीव्स. और जब ये बर्ड्स जो होते हैं व्हेन दे कम इन कांटेक्ट विद द सॉइल, जब ये सॉइल के कांटेक्ट में आ जाते हैं, दे ग्रो इनटू अ न्यू प्लांट इन व्हिच दे ग्रो इनटू अ न्यू प्लांट. एंड द बेबी प्लांट बर्न द फ्रूट पैक्ड इनसाइड द सीड and with the help of oxygen that we take from the air. Now reproduction by spores. Now there are many flowering plants that reproduce by spores like mushroom, your fern, mold and moss. What are these? These are non-flowering plants because they do not produce flower. That is why they are known as non-flowering plant. They have seed-like structure called spores found on the underside of the leaves, or their spores fell from the ground and then they grow into a new plant. ये किसमें grow कर जाती है? नए plant. Now different ways of dispersion of seeds. Seed can be dispersed in many ways, by air, through water, or by the animals, what they are eating food from this place and they have thrown the seeds to other place. This is also known as dispersion of seeds. Now, what are the different ways? All plant produce large number of seeds. If all the seeds fell and grow beneath the parent plant, then what happened? They would be overgrown. And there will be not enough that the plant may get proper amount of nutrients and sunlight. Therefore, very essential for seed to disperse over a wide area to get favorable conditions. And this process, the process of scattering of seed from the mother plant, it is known as dispersal of seed. And the factor which helps to disperse seeds, जो factors आपको help करते हैं seeds को disperse करने में, they are known as dispersal agents. What are they known as? Dispersal agents. Now, first is dispersal by wind. जो small and lightweight seeds होती है, because of the wind, they are carried away to different places. Like they have wings, hairs, maple, cotton, dandelion. Seeds are light in weight और वो थोड़ी spongy और fibrous होती हैं. उनके जो outer coats होते हैं, ये water पे float करती है. For example, your lotus and coconut. Next is dispersal by explosion. Like you have seen peas या balsam. जब एक proper मतलब उनकी जब growth हो जाती है उसके बाद क्या होता है वो burst हो जाते हैं, फूट जाते हैं. उस explosion की वजह से भी क्या होता है dispersal होता है. Now fruits of plant like bale, balsam and vinenium burst open, ripening and drying up. They scatter their seed away from mother. इससे क्या होता है कि जो उनकी seeds है वो scattered हो जाती है away from mother. Now dispersal by animals. Now some fruits have spines and hooks which get attached to the skin or fur of animal. They are carried to new places when the जब animals move करते हैं, they are carried to new places. And some of the fruits have small yet hard seeds which come out along with excreta from the bodies of birds and animals, like black plum, cherry, apple, oranges. What are these? These are the different fruits that animals eat and they disperse to different places. Next is growing crop. You know that India, it is an agriculture country and most of the people, those who are living here are farmers. They are doing agriculture activities. Different types of fruits, vegetables, they are growing over here in different farms. And the large amount of grains, fruits, vegetables grown by the farmer in a particular season, that is known as crop. And we have two different types of crop. We have rabi crop and kharif crop. Now, the process of growing crop in the field. The process by which we grow crop into the field, it is known as cultivation. Now, types of crop, we have two types of crop, kharif and rabi crop. Kharif crop, they are grown in summer season and rabi crop, they are grown in winter season. Like jute, rice, pulses, maize. What are these? These are kharif crop and rabi, gram, peas, wheat, barley, they are rabi. They are harvested at the end of monsoon season and when the rabi crops are harvested, they are harvested at the end of spring season. Next is cultivation of crop. We cultivate different type of crop and a good crop is the wealth of the nation. If crop will be good and it will become a wealth for our nation. Farmers work day and night and make all types of efforts to grow healthy crop. The following points should be kept in mind while cultivating the crop. Like first is, your field should be plowed properly. आपको उसको अच्छे से प्लो करना है, सॉइल को लूज करना और एयरी बनाना. नेचुरल मैन्योर ऑफ केमिकल फर्टिलाइजर. देखो नेचुरल मैन्योर जो आपका केमिकल फर्टिलाइजर है, व्हाट इट्स डू, इट्स एनरिच द सॉइल. ये सॉइल को एनरिच करता है. नेक्स्ट इज हेल्थी सीड्स. दे शुड बी सोन एट प्रॉपर इंटरवल इन अ क्रॉप साइकिल. एक प्रॉपर टाइमिंग होनी चाहिए उसको सो करने की. एंड द क्रॉप शुड बी प्रॉपरली एंड टाइमली इरिगेटेड. And what you will do after growing the crop and after sowing the seed, you will timely irrigate the seed. The crop should get spread of insecticides and pesticides for protection against the pest and disease. And the crop must be harvested manually. You have to harvest the crop manually and harvested grain must be stored carefully. You have to store the harvested grains carefully so that they must be protected from moisture, animal and insects. Farmers must save some seeds from the present crop to grow new crop. What will farmers must do? Farmers do they must save some seeds for the next, right? Now, Our chapter has been completed. In this chapter, I have told you about the different parts of plant, and then we have studied about the cultivation of crop. India, it's an agricultural country, and we have two different types of crop: Kharif crop and Rabi. Now, let's start with the exercise of the chapter. First is tick the correct option. They store food for the baby plant. Embryo, cotyledon, get ready. Cotyl. Monocots have dash cotyl. Mono. 1. Dash are non-flowering plants, fern, mushroom and more. These all are non-flowering. It is harvested at the end of monsoon season. When the monsoon season ends, it is harvested, that is wheat. The dash small and light in weight. Plants, seeds and next is fill in the blanks. Plants produce large number of dash. What does the plant produce? They produce large number of. The factors which help seed to disperse are. They are known as dispersal agent. India is a dash country. India is an agricultural country. Growing crop in the field are called, जब हम crop को grow करते हैं field में, it is called cultivation. A good crop is the dash of nation. A good crop is the wealth of nation. Now write T for true and F for false statement. Whatever the answer is right, you have to write true, and the rest you have to write. Plants are grown from seeds only. It's false. Pistil is the female part of flower. Fruits protect seeds while the seeds are inside them. It's true. Next is wind, water are the agents of dispersion. It's true. Wheat has two cotyledon. False. Next is match the following. Tuber. It is the underground stem which has bud. Runner. Stem running along the ground. Bulb. Stamen, it is the male part. Bulb इसमें होता है peas में और dicotyledon. They are stems surrounded by leaves. Now write one sentence on each of the following. Germination, pollination. You have to, what is germination? The process by which seeds are turned into seedling is known as germination. What is pollination? You have to write. What is rabi crop? The crop which are grown in. जो कब grow करते हैं, dispersal क्या होता है? What is stem cut? Now write the two example of each. You have to write dicots, monocots. Dicots में आप लिख सकते हैं. Underground stems में आपके क्या क्या आ जाता है? Like you have potato, ginger. Seed dispersal by water. Seed dispersed करती है by water. What are these known as? Now write two difference between Rabi and Kharif crop. What is Rabi crop and what is Kharif crop? You have to write that. The crop which is grown in summer is known as Rabi crop, and Kharif which is grown in winter. Seed code and seed. Now answer the following question. Define germination and which factors are. Now define germination. Which factors are necessary for it? You have to write. What is germination? The process by which seed turns into seedling. It is called germination. Why is dispersal of seed important? क्योंकि अगर एक जगह पे ही प्लांट क्या हुए डिफरेंट प्लांट ग्रो कर जाएंगे तो what will happen? They will not get proper amount of water, air and sunlight. What are the different parts of plant? We have four main parts. You can explain them. List the various steps involved in the cultivation of crop. First, you will plow the field, then grow the seeds, irrigate it, use insecticides and pesticides, and then you will harvest it and store it. Explain how dispersal of seeds are held by wind. How seed dispersals are held by wind. जो lightweight होती है वो उड़ के दूसरी जगह पे चले जाए, like a cotton, hydrilla. Now, our chapter has been completed. Hope you understood the chapter. That's all for today. Thank you.